Finney took, and he was all about emotionalism. So the Age of Reasoning was all about, reasoning, and then before that we had the First Great Awakening was really all about, the scriptures and expository preaching from God's word. And then we got the Second Great Awakening. And Charles Finney got everybody's emotions all out of whack. We want to be emotional. We want to trigger these emotions. He got that going. Well, between that time of 1790 and 1840, that's what is known as the Second Great Awakening, but it extends a little further. What comes out of the Second Great Awakening is what's known as Mormonism, Jehovah's Witnesses, and a whole lot of other cults came out of this movement. Because now everybody's having these dreams and these visions, because I want to get your emotions involved. And that's what came out of that. Well, then we have a man by the name of John Nelson Darby in 1830. John Nelson Darby, who was not trained in anything, went to something almost like somewhat of a Pentecostal revival thing. The Pentecostalism didn't exist at the time. That came later, which is still somewhat of a product of this. He went, and a woman by the name of Margaret McDonald had a vision. And she had a vision that had this separation between the church and Israel and this idea of a pre-tribulation rapture. Now, how they have sold the pre-tribulation rapture to us is God has not appointed us for wrath. That's how they sold it to us. When really it's talking about God has not appointed us for eternal wrath. And somebody come in here right now and shoot me and blow my head off, guess what? Absent from the body, present with the Lord. You may can harm my body, but you can't harm my soul. Paul got his head cut off. Some Peter crucified upside down. Some apostles was boiled in water. We will experience the wrath of man here on this earth. We will experience it. Tell it to the apostles. Tell it to the ones over there in Nigeria right now who are being killed by the hundreds. We will not, the only way we would avoid the wrath of man is if we agree with man. And we act like we agree with man. And we don't be all about conforming to the image of Christ and be all about this gospel. Then it's possible to some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion, maybe, that you can avoid the wrath of man. But when God says he has not appointed us for wrath, he's talking about his eternal wrath. So the whole thing with John Nelson Darby was this: I got to make this huge distinction between the church and ethnic Israel. Well, it's funny we come to this place because we just read last week